Deadpool versus Wolverine. The movie's out now, so it just makes too much sense to see who would actually win in a fight. Now, we have seen this fight plenty of times in comics. We're seeing it in several different movies. But when you break it down, looking at their strengths, skills, weaknesses, and healing factors, well, who should really win? And really, is this fight even close? Let's get into it. James Logan Howlett is Wolverine, a mutant and one of the most important members of the X-Men. Born in the 1800s with a remarkable healing factor, Logan has lived a lot of life, being a soldier, a samurai, an outlaw, and a living weapon formed by Task Force X. But now, Wolverine is at his best as a hero, working with both the X-Men and the Avengers to protect humanity and mutant kind from all sorts of threats. Being a mutant, well, one of Wolverine's mutant powers is superhuman abilities like super strength and speed. He's comparable in a lot of ways to Captain America himself, the original super soldier. And Logan's been able to actually overpower and throw around Spider-Man, Sabretooth. He's even literally thrown around Colossus before. He's able to easily tear through metal, snap steel chains. He's routinely able to pick up hundreds of pounds or even a few tons with relative ease, and has absolutely no problem with throwing around superhumans with his punches, even up to and including the likes of Vision and Namor. Yeah, Wolverine is surprisingly strong. He's also surprisingly fast. Like, Wolverine's got no problem with moving way faster than his opponents can even keep up with. And that even includes other superhumans, like Spider-Man, who's maybe the fastest and most agile street-level character in Marvel, while he's routinely surprised and caught off guard by Wolverine's speed and reflexes. He's able to routinely dodge or block bullets or laser blasts headed his way, even after the bullet's been fired or at point-blank range. But of course, to be fair, Wolverine doesn't always use this type of speed in fights. He can when he needs to, but he very rarely needs to dodge attacks because he knows he can always just simply take the attack and heal from it. In fact, sometimes he likes to take a few attacks at the start of a fight to get the blood flowing and get amped up, or he'll sometimes simply press the attack and go all offense and not have to worry about defense at all. And that leads into Wolverine's greatest power, his healing factor and durability. His skeleton is covered entirely in adamantium, which means that he literally cannot be cut or torn apart. And trust me, plenty of people have tried. It also greatly increases his durability too. Like, Wolverine's been kicked clean around the world, been just fine. He's taken all sorts of punches and attacks from some of the strongest beings on Earth, ranging from Hulk to Thor to plenty more, and he's been just fine. He can take bullets absolutely no problem. It really doesn't even faze him. He's able to keep on fighting while being all stabbed up or turned into a pincushion. Doesn't really do much. He's kept on fighting after having his heart destroyed on multiple occasions. He can heal and come back from literal disintegration. The guy's even survived nuclear bombs several times over. Wolverine is dang near impossible to put down. He might be injured, but Logan is always going to heal from it, and he's always going to come back, no matter what. And it's not just that Wolverine is this raging brute who solely relies on his healing factor, although he definitely does act like this from time to time. But he's actually one of the most skilled fighters and best warriors in the whole Marvel universe. His adamantium claws are able to shred through anything in their path. They can pierce through Hulk, Thor, Thanos, Gladiator, and as for less durable opponents, well, Wolverine can slice and dice them into little pieces in an instant. No problem. He's said to be an extremely deadly fighter, renowned across the universe for his skill. and he's skilled enough to casually defeat master martial artists and hold his own or even beat the likes of Captain America, Black Panther, Iron Fist, and Shang-Chi. So literally some of the best fighters in Marvel. And he only gets more dangerous and more deadly in his Berserker Rage. It's where he goes hyper-violent and becomes even more powerful and even more deadly, instantly overwhelming most any opponent in his path. And it's like compressing days of non-stop fighting into just a few minutes or seconds. In short, Wolverine is the best at what he does. And what he does isn't pretty. After serving in the military, Wade Wilson became a mercenary, fell in love. Everything was looking up and going great. Until it wasn't. Diagnosed with terminal cancer all over his body, Wade had nowhere to turn, volunteering to become a test subject for Weapon X, a secret government project designed to give people superpowers and work for the military. Wilson wasn't just promised a cure for his cancer, but the chance to actually become a superhero. However, the experiments he faced were cruel and sadistic, and while he did gain superpowers and healing factor that made him unkillable, it also broke him. Becoming Deadpool, well, he struck out to become a mercenary again, living a life filled with bloodshed, moral ambiguity, and a whole lot of jokes. Being superhuman, Deadpool has shown off superhuman strength over the years. Maybe not on the level of a super soldier like Captain America, but he can definitely overpower normal people, damage and destroy metal, and hold his own against some of the stronger street level characters in Marvel. He's probably maxing out at around this feat of being able to overpower a helicopter, but that's still very impressive. But better than strength, Deadpool is stupid, fast, and agile. My man is very fast, and regularly able to dodge and evade bullets and gunfire like it's nothing. He's even been able to cut bullets in half as they were coming towards him, or dodge bullets and lasers at point blank range. And again, all of this is just a regular thing for Deadpool. He's constantly doing it. But obviously where Deadpool is at his best is with his durability and his healing factor. Now it's kinda hard to say if Deadpool actually has superhuman durability. Basically, any attack that's gonna injure you will probably injure him to some degree. But it legit doesn't matter because his healing factor is one of the best in comics, and he can pretty much instantly heal from any attack that comes his way. He's able to regenerate missing limbs or organs or any part of his body. And I don't really have to go into any specific examples because they're just too many to count. This is what Deadpool does. He's able to even heal himself from what looks like just a puddle on the ground. He can reattach his body parts, even his head, all in order to keep on going and keep on fighting. And Deadpool has regularly been able to come back from death itself. Attacks that definitely should have killed him. Well, they just don't. He'll heal from it and heal from it again and again and again. He's basically unstoppable. It really just comes down to not a matter of if Deadpool is going to recover from the attack, but just how long it's going to take him to heal and recover from the attack. And lucky for Deadpool, he's not just a sitting duck out there ready to take any attack, but he's also one of the best fighters and most skilled killers in the Marvel Universe. His fighting style is unlike any other, as he's really relying on his healing factor and his insanity. This makes him completely unpredictable in a fight. You never know what he's gonna do next, because Deadpool never knows what he's gonna do next. And he'll actually put himself in harm's way and take an attack, because one, he knows he can take it, and two, because it'll put him in a better position to counterattack and kill his opponent. He's a test for even the best fighters in Marvel. And that's not even mentioning the absolutely insane arsenal that Deadpool is constantly carrying with him. He's got his katanas, a whole assortment of guns, every type of explosive you can imagine, and he's one of the world's deadliest killers. all of which makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in Marvel. So, who's winning here? Well, let's break it down. Now, like we said at the beginning, well, these two have fought actually quite a bit over the years, and it's always been just an absolute toss-up. These fights are always so unpredictable because they know each other so well and fight each other so close. It's kind of like Hulk versus Thor in the comics. But I don't think that's how I want to look at the fight. I want to actually break down each other's strengths and weaknesses and their skill and everything. Try and figure out who's the better and more dangerous fighter and who should be winning the fight each time they fight. And Wolverine has some pretty clear advantages for here. I mean, for starters, he's undeniably stronger. Deadpool has some level of superhuman strength, but no doubt about it, Wolverine is stronger. Wolverine is pretty much dang near equal to Captain America. We've seen time and time again that Cap is stronger than Deadpool. We've even already seen that Wolverine is stronger than Deadpool too. This is really no question here, but it also isn't the biggest advantage to have here because they never really fight just simply hand to hand. Now speed is pretty much dang near equal, with Wolverine probably having the slight edge. But this is really close. They're both able to dodge bullets and dodge laser blasts. It's just that Wolverine has regularly proven to be able to outspeed and outreact other fighters like Captain America or Spider-Man. And you can't really say the same thing about Deadpool. Honestly though, just like strength, this isn't really a game-changing factor. Both of them are going to get their hits in, and both of them are going to take a lot of hits and really rely on their durability and healing factors. And in that regard, well, Wolverine is more durable, but Deadpool has the better healing factor. With his adamantium skeleton, Wolverine can take a lot more attacks and keep on going, while those same attacks would leave Deadpool missing limbs, or torn in two, or just a puddle on the ground. But that's where Deadpool's healing factor comes in, because Wade can recover from all those attacks and do it a whole lot faster than Wolverine can too. Deadpool's healing factor also isn't just faster than Wolverine's, but it's got a way higher cap. It can take a lot more damage. Wolverine's healing factor can be overcome if you do enough damage. Logan will eventually heal from it, but it'll be taken out of the fight for at least a little while. And you can really say the same thing about Deadpool here too, but it takes a whole lot more damage for that to happen with Deadpool, and he'll heal faster on top of that. Deadpool also has an advantage here in just simply his arsenal. His katanas are great for an up-close and personal fight, and can counter Wolverine's claws. Of all the weapons that Deadpool carries on him, well, he's got the clear range advantage and can just simply try and blast Wolverine away or blow him to smithereens. And Deadpool has absolutely no problem doing this either. Just look at what he did against Sabretooth. On the flip side, well, Wolverine's definitely the better and more skilled fighter compared with Deadpool. I mean, this really is no contest here. Deadpool is a really good fighter, but throw him into a match with any of the best fighters in Marvel, it doesn't go in his favor. Deadpool can hold his own, and he's definitely keeping people on their toes with his sheer insanity, but Captain America is more skilled. Black Panther is more skilled. Daredevil is more skilled. Heck, Punisher and Hawkeye have gotten ones over on him. If we're talking about pure skill, what each character is supposed to be, well then Wolverine easily takes it here. He's got extensive knowledge of all different sorts of fighting styles. He's trained himself, so he's able to casually beat master martial artists, and is more than a match for Captain America, Daredevil, Black Panther, Iron Fist, all of the best fighters in Marvel. In fact, you can make a very solid argument that Wolverine is one of the top 10 best fighters in Marvel when he wants to be. You can't say the same about Deadpool. Wolverine also isn't just a skilled fighter, he's just a dang good fighter. It's what he does best. His mind during a fight is compared to an Olympic gymnast doing a gold medal routine while simultaneously beating 4 grandmasters in chess. He's really good at this, and none of that skill or ability goes away when he taps into his berserker rage. In fact, everything just gets to be more amplified. So he's not just stronger and more powerful, but he's also faster, and all his skill and decision making is just compressed and made even deadlier. So who's winning here? Well, in comics, it's actually usually Deadpool. He's got Wolverine's number, and he's got more W's than losses against Logan. But so much of that is based on writers and storylines, and if we look at both of these fighters in a vacuum, well, I think Wolverine should be the one winning. He's undeniably a more skilled fighter. We've seen that more skilled fighters have regularly been able to beat Deadpool. It really shouldn't be any different for Logan here. And while Deadpool has the better healing factor, it's not like Wolverine's is bad or anything. It's still one of the best healing factors in comics. Deadpool won't be able to overwhelm it easily. Of course, Wolverine won't be able to overwhelm Deadpool's either. But that's where the adamantium skeleton comes in. See, while neither one of them can kill the other, they can take the other out of the fight by cutting them into pieces or slicing them down the middle and making sure they're not able to keep on fighting. And yeah, technically Deadpool can dismember Wolverine too. If he targets tendons and ligaments, it is possible, but it's so much easier for Wolverine to decapitate Deadpool, cut him in two, tear off all his arms and legs, and then just wait for him to heal back. And if we're actually factoring in Wolverine's fighting skill and ability, well, I think that's exactly what he would do. Again, Deadpool can take the win, and sometimes he does. But if we're taking both characters at their best, well then I think Wolverine has it here. It's very close, a lot closer than you'd think, but I have Wolverine ultimately winning. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.